What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video we're gonna be talking about Barcelona. And baby, Barcelona, this team never fails to surprise me. Honestly, this team never fails to surprise me. And this time around it was Marcus Rashford, back in England, back at the St. James Park, bagging 2 goals against Newcastle. And those were top goals by all standards. And honestly, Barcelona, this team, I'm short of words, guys. I'm short of words. I don't even know the words to describe this team now. Like, out of nowhere, Barcelona pulls a defensive masterclass, tactical discipline. This was a tactical discipline performance by Hansi Flick's team by all standards. Like, this was next level defending. The guys at the back were solid. The midfield was top, world class, world beating at any time. The attack also did their thing. Marcus Rashford came up big for Barcelona. And guys, honestly, like, this team never fails to surprise me. And well, first of all, let's start over from the beginning of the game. Honestly, we all expected this to be a tough game for Barcelona. Newcastle made it a very, honestly, even more than we all expected. Newcastle came into the game all guns blazing. They started the game so good. I mean, honestly, if not for Joan Garcia, that guy, mark my words, mark this words, that guy would secure Barcelona's UCL trophy this season. And if there's one thing we all know about recent Champions League winners, the likes of Real Madrid, PSG, Liverpool in the past, Chelsea, they all had solid goalkeepers. Goalkeepers sometimes single-handedly winning them games. And Joan Garcia is going to be our guy. We really lacked a goalkeeper like him over the past, 5 to 7 years. I would say we lacked the goalkeeper like him, and Joan Garcia is here now, and he's here to stay. He's meant for games like this. The guy is just so good. Back to the game. Like, Newcastle started the game so good that they were pressing Barcelona. Barcelona couldn't get out of their own half. They were pressing Barcelona so high up the pitch. They were on Barcelona. Physicality, they were on Barcelona. But what Barcelona tried to do was try to calm the ball down. The likes of Frankie de Jong and Pedri at the midfield were world class, trust me. Frankie de Jong is such an amazing player. De Jong is such an amazing player. Pedri too, with his calmness on the ball, control, dictating the tempo of the game and all that stuff. Newcastle got a very crucial chance. A very crucial chance to open the scoring for Newcastle and really put Barcelona in a very difficult position. And Juan Garcia came up big. They had this counter on the right side. Gerard Martin, in the first 15-20 minutes, they were really targeting him. Elanga really got his number going at him at all times. Elanga got in behind, whipped in a very good low cross across the pitch. Javi Barnes was on the other end. It was one-on-one with Koundé. Came in sliding, but he missed the ball. It was just one-on-one for Javi Barnes to just knock the ball into the back of the net. But Juan Garcia, being Juan Garcia, super Juan Garcia, came across his goal post super quick, made a very crucial leg save to stop the ball from going in the back of the net. And since then, I think Barcelona started getting their things together. Rashford. Rashford got this chance where he blew past Kieran Trippier. It was a ball was played into him, and he kind of dummies Trippier and kind of turned Trippier real quick and blew past Trippier. He was gone, but he lacked the finishing at the end of the move. He was gone. But in the first half in general, it was just a Newcastle masterclass. Like, they kind of threw Barcelona off their game, but they kind of lacked the finishing touch to kill Barcelona, and that is what hurt them in the second half. Of course, in the second half too, they started strong, but Barcelona kind of managed the game in the midfield. That Frankie de Jong and Pedro were just something else. I mean, Newcastle players even were praising the likes of the Barca players. Honestly, the coach, the players, Guimaraes, this one, Anthony Gordon and co were all of praises to the Barca. And I mean, former teammates of Marcus Rashford, Manchester guys too were praising him and all that. I mean, the first goal was a header. It was a header, and Rashford does not normally score headers, guys. Rashford does not normally score headers, so he's scoring an header in this game was just something. We didn't see that coming. I mean, beautiful cross by Juskunde on his weaker left foot too. He whipped in a very good cross, and Rashford had to generate a lot of force on it to make sure it goes in the back of the net. And great play by Lewandowski in that situation. He kind of pulled the defender away from Rashford a bit to create that space for Rashford, because I mean they were all trying to close down Lewa, because he's the aerial threat in that Barca attack, and he kind of opened a big space for Rashford, and Rashford killed it. And the second goal, typical Rashford. I mean, he has been scoring goals like that since he was 19, 18 when he broke through at Manchester United, scoring screamers. I mean, come on, that's right. That was no surprise for me, and he kind of stamps his name. He's back. He's here to stay now. He's here now. I mean, hopefully he keeps this up, and in the absence of the likes of Lamine, like Lamine was absent, when Rafinha is maybe absent down the future, and the likes of Rashford, Ferran could step up, and I mean the likes of Ferran off the bench, then almost off the bench was very great. Fermin didn't have the greatest of games. He was kind of disconnected. I mean, the attack was disconnected, but Rashford kind of pulled the individual brilliance for Barca to secure the win, and Newcastle got a consolation goal at the end, like in the 90th minute. And I mean, Barcelona really managed. One thing I gotta put out there to Barcelona. Barcelona has learned from last season. Injury time 90+7. They've conceded a consolation goal. Those were in other games. If this was Barcelona of last season, they would still try and go for the game, try to kill the game and try to score, opening up spaces at the back. But Barcelona managed the game. That's maturity, guys. That's maturity. Managed the game, and the entire injury time, Newcastle couldn't get hold of the ball. Honestly, they couldn't get hold of the ball. And Gordon mentioned it out in his I guess after game this one interview, and like it was so brilliant for the guys. And honestly, this Barca team, one thing we lacked was that defensive line. Like, it wasn't stable. And if they are finally getting their things together, and this was a very tough place to visit, and they pulled off this performance, then we should watch out. Because honestly, I'm looking at the likes of PSG, who would come at you with full intensity. Our next UCL game is against Spain. They will come at you with full intensity, relentless press. And that's what Newcastle did, and Barcelona were able to contain them. That should tell you that Barcelona against PSG could really bode well for Barcelona. That means if Barcelona had reached the final of last year's Champions League final, it could have probably been a different story. Now Barcelona could have been the champion, because I mean, maybe last season it would have been a different story. Of course, it would have been. It wouldn't have been a 5-0 win for PSG. Of course. But yeah, honestly, Barcelona has improved that defense, and kudos to the coach. I mean, Hans Flick, great job he's doing with these guys, improving. Last season, improving Rafinha. This season, doing same with Marcus Rashford. Come on, guys. Hans Flick is a genius. And Pedri is a genius. DN is a... I mean, this Barca guys, I can't get enough of this Barca guys. Congrats to the team, and like kudos to the team. And Lamine is still out. Hopefully he comes back stronger and fitter. He's still out. Probably going to miss our next 2 La Liga games, but we don't want to rush him. You guys know. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe.